again, Internet. Welcome back to my vlog. Glad you could join me. Last time I was supposed to do a vlog, I replaced it with a slideshow of pictures from Caffeine and Octane in Atlanta, Georgia. Check that out if you want to, or not, but be sure to check out the show itself if you're ever in Atlanta when the show's going on. Now, if you're wondering why the format's changed, that's because my GoPro just died and it's sitting in the passenger seat. That's great! Also, there's a lot of background noise, but this is my only backup plan, so I'm sorry. Let's get to the matter at hand, because it's really freaking hot out here. Okay, this week's topic. Why do younger enthusiasts usually like imports more than domestics? Well, I believe there are a few reasons for that. And the first one is when people that are my age, or a little bit older, were growing up, most of the domestic cars just plain out sucked. There are a few exceptions like 4th gen F-bodies, C4 or C5 Corvettes, and the Ford Mustang. Other than that, there just really wasn't that much stuff. So, they don't really have any nostalgic connections. Nostalgic, is that a word? They don't really have any nostalgia towards cars from their younger years. Whereas people who are from the older generations have things to look back on, like say, a 60s Camaro, 60s Mustang, or a Chevelle, or what have you. There's also a truck going by, but again, it's hot, so I'm sorry for the background noise. Okay, moving right along to point number 2, which is very similar to point number 1. People my age, or a little bit older again, when they turned 16, they wanted to buy an affordable and fun car. So they bought an import. There weren't a lot of things that were affordable and fun from the domestic market when people that were my age were buying their first car. Again, they could get a 4th gen F-body, Mustang, but those cars were good, but there were imports you could buy for the same price that were better. That's why people that are my age like things like the 240SX or the 350Z or Honda Civics or what have you. The final reason I think younger enthusiasts aren't really that into domestics is pop culture. Not just pop culture, but also movies in particular. That is, movies that feature cars were either made in the 60s and 70s and featured cars that were new then, or they were featured classic cars when the movie came out. Like, they made a remake of the Dukes of Hazzard show. They made a movie out of it, but it still had the '69 Charger in it. Now, that's another debate if you agree with the flag or whatever. Not for my channel. And other movies that came out at the time featured imports. You know what movie I'm talking about. Fast and Furious. It was a huge hit, still a huge hit. Whether or not you like it is irrelevant to the point of this discussion, because that movie made a huge impact on car culture. It was based on car culture, sure, but it got people thinking, you know, those cars are kind of cool. I'd like to have a 1,000 horsepower Supra. So that's what people did. Not necessarily that, because that's really expensive, but you get the idea. This vlog is probably going to suck because it's hot, I'm trying to rush through it, there's background noise, and this might be my last vlog because of the struggle I have to do to film it with my DSLR instead of with my GoPro. Sorry about that, but I do have some better things that are more well-made coming up in the future. Next week will be a video featuring the 1965 GTO that is in my profile picture, and coming up after that, I plan to do a video on the transformation of the pickup truck and the story of the rise and fall of the American muscle car. Thank you for watching. I'm going to turn on the AC so I stop sweating. Have a great day.